Okay, so now plot's happening. What's happening is that they kidnapped us from being kidnapped because they need a helicopter pilot because they've arranged to get one helicopter from these guys in the wilderness.
Do you get to ride the helicopter?
You get to pilot it.
Oh, okay, Homefront. I'll give you props. I didn't think you'd go with that. Didn't think you'd pull that off. Is it good?
It's
Piloting,
arcadey.
I mean.
It's I mean, it's
Adequate. It's fine.
You're not allowed to go too far away, or the game goes ah. It's not like an actual like flight sim,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
I'll take that, I guess. Better than nothing.
Oh, there's the helicopter that we've been hired to pilot.
Let's be careful out there. This is the voice of freedom.
I'll tell you what, should we do just one more level of this, then I might have to call it for tonight. And we'll... Mate, if you want, we can crack on with this tomorrow during the Saturday stream if you want.
Could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do this next level.
Can we trust these guys?
Boone set this up. He knew who he was dealing with.
Well, what do we have here? Connor fucking Morgan. We heard the Norks hanged your ass.
They keep trying. So,
We heard you got killed by a
where's
boob.
Where's Boone?
I'm not allowed past this line.
Well, shit.
Nice one, game. I really feel like I'm part of the action right now.
Help me out here. We're fighting the same war.
Hey,
We
you
don't
know
even
what? Tell you
acknowledge my
what,
existence.
I'll take the bet from Scarface hiding over there, and you can walk away without a bullet.
I think you're getting a bad end of that deal.
So we had a deal with these people, and now we're just killing them. And the main characters get upset because we're killing white people now.
I mean, they're dickheads, so...
No, they
don't
they
see
get
the
upset
issue.
that we're killing white people, and they're like, "Oh no, how could we?" But yeah, I don't subscribe to that because I'm with you. You know, they're
They're
dickheads.
dickheads. They're trying to kill us. For no fucking reason.
They're worse than the North Koreans.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is quite justified.
someone's shooting rockets at us. Let's chase after him.
Like, you know, I'll
Oh.
give this game shit for being horrible propaganda, but in this hypothetical situation of invasion, everything the characters have done, aside from the white phosphorus fucking thing, has been pretty justified. They're doing the right thing from their perspective.
They're just horrible racists about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now these walls look so thin you think you could shoot through them, but you can't. That technology wasn't in games yet.
Ah. That's silly.
Well, in this game. What shot me? There was no one there. The corner had a gun, I guess.
Yeah, wait, how? Who's in here? Was it someone on the second floor? Maybe there's a floor.
No, there wasn't a hole in the ceiling. I'm gonna have to inspect that. Let's put on
Yeah.
our Sherlock Holmes investigation.
I'm kind of glad that, as far as hateful propaganda goes, it's not actually very good. So I think it would be more damaging if it's propaganda but it's entertaining. That's more damaging.
I mean, it is entertaining, but not rightly entertaining.
Yeah.
Right. Might have been a guy on the... Excuse me. So I hid here,
Down you
and I
go.
looked here. No one could have targeted me. Unless they were, like, right up there. But I didn't...
There might have been someone there because I think someone ran upstairs, but
Well, there was the Rocketeer upstairs, but he had an RPG.
I don't know. Honestly, we'll chalk that up to inconclusive. Well, that guy. Maybe it was that guy, but he was programmed to run upstairs the last time. Maybe
I don't know.
what might have been that one.
Now the rocket guys disappeared.
For reals though.
I think...
He's just not here anymore.
Don't shoot me!
Naughty boys.
Oh, there was a guy downstairs there.
Ah.
But they were...
By the fence.
Let's chalk it up to a mystery solved then.
Yeah.
We did it, gang.
Don't fire until I get
We figured out who the...
So after that massacre,
gunman
that
was.
massive gunfight, we've now got a stealth section.
Oh, but okay. Whiplash.
Yeah.
Cool.
So no one heard it apparently. They do rationalise it in game. They go, oh, there's gunfights all the time round here. So they'd just be casually walking around hearing a gunfight and being like, ah, don't worry about it.
This is fine.
So let's try and stealthily take a guy out. As we can see, we've got a silencer on our gun. So
Game over. Yeah.
let's take a guy out who can't be seen by anyone else. Objective failed.
Sorry, you did not heed the word of Connor. Connor Senpai is God.
We don't know how many of them there are, but these guys
Do
have been
only
prepared
what
to be
Connor
on the
wants.
before the Y2K scare. They're heavily armed and out of their fucking
Oh, these
minds.
people are here because of the Y2K scare.
We've got to get as close to that chopper as we can before they figure out we're here.
They were afraid of the year 2000. So they built a compound with machinery and electronics because they were afraid of machinery and electronics.
These are like Korean Amish?
No, these are
Yes.
Americans. They're
Oh
Americans.
yeah, sorry, yeah, these are just Amish then. These are... Wow, okay.
But they're not Amish because they got trucks and zippers and probably buttons.
They're just technophobic then. Technophobic doomsayers.
Pretty much. So he's shouting, "Cut through the field!" And obviously they can't get spotted, but you can.
Stay low. Don't let them see you.
I've got a question.
Yep.
Why are we killing these guys now? I mean, granted, we were defending ourselves before, but couldn't we just walk away from this?
No,
Couldn't
we're
we
not
just
allowed.
this and walk off into a field somewhere?
We're not allowed.
No, okay.
There's no time.
You've got to slake the game's bloodlust.
Yeah.
about 75 yards. Make it count.
So he's like so far away, and it's saying way above his head, and it's teaching us what guns are, saying like, oh, 75 yards. But like, we have that information, we don't need it, we just need to line up the crosshead, and then pull the trigger. But he didn't let us shoot it until it said kill above him. So now the game's literally like, only fire when we tell you to.
Hold up.
At what we tell you to, when we tell you to.
Wait for them to leave.
That is so horrendous. Fuck having agency, am I right? Follow what we want you to do, you sheep.
Also, that guy squibbed when the gun wasn't shooting. There wasn't a sound effect or a muzzle flash.
This isn't right. We don't kill for sport.
And now the white people are asking why the white people are being evil.
Jesus. How did Boone hook
Is this the closest thing the game comes to self-aware, where it's like,
I don't know.
oh, it seems like our horrible right-wing dictatorship is just as bad as the other horrible right-wing dictatorship. We're all horrible warmongers here.
Almost. This game almost comes to being acknowledgement, but it's so caught up in its propaganda that it doesn't realise that anyone outside of the doctrine looks at it and goes, is this self-parody?
Hold here.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a Neil Miles Chong tweet or whatever other neo-Nazi you follow on Twitter to laugh at.
Or you just don't follow them because they don't need that many more encouragement.
Well, I don't either. I just get their stuff retweeted and look at it and it's like, wow, that's... What?
Your view of the world is like directly incorrect, like 100% wrong.
You said this thing, but in your next reply to it, you said the opposite.
It's like you only pay lip service to the horrible people.
Oh, an RPG.
Brianna, you handle the guy blocking our exit.
These are Americans, Connor. I didn't sign up for this.
Where are you
My
going?
favorite.
Do you
What?
want to get out of here alive?
She's just walking away. Where's Brianna going? Where's she
I have to
going?
go now.
Brianna! This isn't this. What? This.
I mean, it kind of goes with the
No,
dialogue.
she's
but I
coming
thought-
back. No, she's coming back.
I mean, I guess the dialogue, she was a bit like.
No,
I
the
didn't sign up
scripting
for
is
this,
she's
Connor.
the scripting is she's meant to kill the guy over there, but she's just walked the opposite direction and came back.
Brianna's like, Connor, I want nothing to do with this. Leaves. But 20 seconds later, actually, you know what? I don't want to go. I'm sorry, Connor. I'm sorry for the outburst. I return to you.
Now it's happening. There was a scripting error. She that thought that she was meant to be over there. Oh, now we're allowed to kill the man.
There, it's done.
Dropped him.
We weren't allowed to kill that man ourselves. We had to wait for Rihanna to go for a walk.
Everyone into the garage.
James,
That was-
You have no idea how happy I am watching this.
I can hear you. I can hear the happiness dripping through my earphones, and I'm
So
just
fun.
baffled. I'm just.
I hear a helicopter.
I'm just in awe. I'm in awe of this right now.
Over there, Korean
Oh.
recon chopper.
So this chopper, if you step outside of the garage that we're in now, it instantly kills you, and you get a game over.
For us or them?
How? From what? Oh, helicopter. Okay.
It spots you and goes,
Stay
game
outside
over.
till it passes.
But don't worry, our follow told us to go there. And then it gets shot down anyway.
Jesus, did you see that?
But even when it's like flying away and nowhere near you, you die from stepping out. It will just spin around 180 and start shooting you.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Oh,
Oh no, the helicopter saw me out of its wing mirror.
I can see his cards. He's got a 2 of hearts, a 4 of clubs, a queen. You don't have anything there, mate. Give up.
There's
Oh no,
something
bluff
out of
it. Bluff them.
Bluffing's good.
We've got to stay
Yeah.
off the roads.
You've got a great hand as far as they're concerned. You can do this.
Game.
Oh, we can zoom in on their faces.
Go.
Oh, we're meant to go now.
Could
They
you
spot
imagine
you if you don't.
I wonder how they'd respond if you just strutted up to them like, "Ah, gentlemen, a game of cards we have here. Shall I join?"
What's the buy-in? I wager my soul.
Try to cross.
You're sitting there just tugging at your braces like, "Oh, a fine day for cards. Yes."
The gentleman's game.
They probably wouldn't shoot because they'd be too fucking baffled by you.
Yeah,
That's the ultimate recon. Is just step in.
it's like how do you
Like fucking old-
the ultimate recon is how do you get into the enemy fort? You go up to the front door and knock.
Dressed with like a giant comical mustache, of course. It's got to be one of those.
Yeah. Oh, so in
One,
this
one that's clearly
sequence,
too,
so
one
continue.
that's clearly too large for the face.
Of course, that's how you wear a mustache. So in this sequence, we're watching a thing going on in this vista, like a scripted sequence. And like your allies are watching, so you go, "Oh, I guess I'll watch the whole sequence play out." You know, everyone's around you and watching, and then you watch that horrible thing of the enemy shooting the floor to kill a man, and then you turn around, and people have run off, but you're still watching the sequence because they're still speaking.
Like I said, these guys have lost it.
And now it's being eliminated, but I haven't even gotten over in sight. But you can shoot his hand and he dies from that.
Sentry on the second floor.
Oh, well, you know, of course. Connor's like, "These guys have lost it," and it's like, that is you, Connor!
You burned people with white phosphorus.
That's you! You're the one making funny quips about how much you like murdering Koreans!
Shit. We're gonna have to cut through the house.
You have no self-awareness.
In through the window.
Unless this is the character
Out,
development.
Jacobs. Make it
This is
quiet.
Connor learning of the error of his ways. No. Of course not.
Oh, and they've got a Hooters poster in their house.
Gotta love our Hooters.
A barbershop. Why do they have these signs? And they have a snowman made of plastic.
This is something special right here.
What's this room? I'm surprised they didn't put a Confederate flag there, but that would have been self-aware.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, they don't want to upset those Confederate fans.
So we have a bunch of guns there, but I don't know why we're not allowed to play.
We're dead on takeoff unless you shoot this asshole.
Oh, I missed.
No fun for you.
We don't move until you're taken out.
Sorry, I had a bit too much fun there and I got to shoot twice. Normally this game wouldn't allow that. If I had hit something behind him and not the skybox, it would have been a game over because that reveals your location.
Well, it's a good thing the bullet flying past him ever so close didn't actually alert him. He just felt a gust of wind rush past really quickly.
Yeah, it's not like that makes a subsonic crack.
Oh yeah, no.
I took full damage from jumping over the barricade that the game wanted me to do.
How much farther, Connor?
This is something special, isn't it? Wow, I can see why you want to do a full LP of this now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna rub my face in the water.
This place brings back
But
bad
I'm not
memories.
allowed to go prone in the water, I don't think.
Oakland?
Go prone next to it.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Assholes just like these guys.
Oh, that's what it looks like underwater in this game.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm sorry.
War brings out the worst in all of us.
Somewhere beyond the sea.
One of many.
Somewhere.
Oh no,
We need
he
to
did
get
not
out of
guess
here
what the word
now.
was.
In case you forgot, we have nowhere to go. We have to keep moving.
What was the word, though?
Jump scare.
Hear it. No point in being quiet now.
And now we're just doing
The only
combat.
way through is straight up the middle.
Now we're allowed to play the game.
It's all.
Making everything from before entirely pointless. Hooray!
Yeah.
Homefront.
It was just a self section to be gameplay variety.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Gameplay variety, not just tedious bullshit that literally just holds your hand throughout. Maybe not literally, but pretty much holds your hand throughout.
It's worse than hold handing. It's like tying you to a board and then telling you when you're allowed to move your hand to press a button.
We basically had all the interactivity of Heavy Rain for a brief moment there.
Heavy Rain's a better game and a better
Okay.
story.
Fair play, yeah. Did you ever think you'd hear yourself saying that sentence out loud?
Only when comparing David Cage games with each other.
Oh, okay. Or Homefront.
Homefront is my latest game with all the emotions.
You see, there are Americans and there are Koreans, but the thing is, the Koreans are the bad ones. But sometimes the Americans are the bad ones. It's very deep, it's very emotions.
Now look at the scene where I dance with the main actress in her underwears in a parking lot.
We are sponsored by Hooters. They sponsored the shower scene. And you know there is a shower scene.
Good thing about
Alright.
making fun of David Cage is that, you know, you make fun of his accent to do an impression of him, but it's not as offensive as the stuff he actually writes, so it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. That evens it out a bit.
Is games supposed to be happening? Like, one,
No, we're
two,
just-
you're on the floor, mister. Oh, Connor ran on ahead. That makes sense.
Oh, so you have to follow Master Connor.
Yeah.
Can't be dillying back here, you've got plot to do.
Shoot them all.
And Connor's like, oh, there were survivors of the plane crash. Of the helicopter crash, sorry. And now it's all like, shoot everyone. Thanks, Captain Moral Compass.
Sanders in the chat is pointing out that he used to love Omicron back in the day because of the Bowie influence, but
Yes,
I think you pointed out not long ago that it does not hold up.
he has not aged well.
No.
You couldn't see the David Cage in the game.
You mean that literally? Because it is a David Cage game? Is he actually in it, or you mean his influence?
His influence.
Okay.
Do you know in I really want to do an LP of Beyond Two Souls with you at some point.
I know you do. You're like
David
chomping at the bit
Cage
to
is
do
in
it.
that, and there's a scene where he takes a baby, and it's David Cage picking up a baby that's meant to be Ellen Page and taking her out of the room away from her mother. And it's just symbolic of what the game is. David Cage kidnapping Ellen Page.
We need to get out of here.
Wow, cool. Good times to be had.
Put me all the way back here. I don't want to be back here.
More gunfire.
I want this to be over.
No point in being quiet now.
Goddamn Homefront.
They might as well call it Stormfront.
Shit, that's pretty good, yeah. Pretty much.
Cover me! I'm reloading!
Blah.
They should just be more blunt with it, just call it Kill the Foreigners, the game. That's pretty much the entire
They might as well
content
not
of
have
this.
made it. Actually, this game I'm
Well,
okay with
yeah.
being made because it's funny, but Homefront the Revolution did not be made. Homefront the Revolution has an apology in the credit sequence.
No,
For how bad it is.
actually?
It actually does, yeah.
That is... I've never heard of a video game apologizing before. The only time I've heard of Final Fantasy XIV when it was first released was in such a bad state that Square apologized. But they followed that up with like mass refunds and completely reworked it and then released it as a good game.
No, because like Techland made it hell for the actual developers. Like half their studio got cut, and they were making them remake the game over and over again. And it's Techland, so they ignore their Q&A stuff. But like that all at the end of it, they patched in an apology in the credits that were like, "Hey, we tried our best. A lot of the development got cancelled, and we appreciate you giving us your money for our failure."
That is the saddest. Good lord.
Yeah.
Was that game a financial success? I hope not.
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Who should we shoot?
That actually makes me feel hope for the future.
Shoot 'em all.
The horrible, badly made propaganda didn't succeed just because right-wingers.
It's a boring game through and throughout. The story's bad. Like there's one scene where you capture a tank, and then you go into the underground because you know the resistance lives in the sewers, and the tank's just there, and you look around and there's no way the tank could have gotten in. And it's just
Right.
like, this is a baffling lack of attention.
This is just poor through and through.
Oh, it's dreadful. It's lazy in almost every single way. The actual gunplay's boring. When you're getting shot, there's no sort of feedback, so you don't realise, and then you just die.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
Checkpoint is terrible. It's an open world game, but you craft explosives, and the explosives you craft have a separate menu for them. So you have to equip the grenade to throw it, and it takes so long to equip it that you might as well not use it.
How do you botch so many things that are just staples of the FPS genre by now? Like little things like mapping a grenade to a button.
Yeah.
How do you fuck that up?
Oh, you have hack devices. Instead of hacking like a remote tank or drone to take over it, you throw a hack grenade at it, and it takes control for a small amount of time.
Area's clear.
A hack grenade?
Yeah.
That sounds
It's like a chaff
incorrect.
grenade in Metal Gear Solid, only it makes you take control of it, and it's on your side for a bit.
That sounds like something that I would tolerate in a fantasy universe.
Well, in Metal
Or-
Gear they explain that sort of thing. They're like, oh yeah, it stuns it, or it switches out this software for this before the firewall breaks it apart. But in Homefront,
yeah.
it's just like, oh, it just works, and the story happens around you.
Because there's nothing fantastical about this game, unless, you know, You're talking the fantasies of a racist gun nuts.
Right wing.
That's the only that's the only way in which this game is fantastical. Tom Clancy was a bad one for that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he wrote about things like Delta Force and how they were good for America. The elite force doing unethical things for American interest. But his stories were at least had beats to them. They were at least interesting. Oh, good thing we didn't swap out our sniper rifle.
Let's keep a hold of that one.
Yeah, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter was like... Ghost Recon games were better than this. Because they also had you like using like helicopters and stuff, but it was more a tactical shooter and more about like sneaking.
Well, the one I really enjoyed were the Rainbow Six games, because that was
Yeah.
I don't want to compare to SWAT 4, but
Oh, originally they were the SWAT games. They were originally... SWAT 4 was a Rainbow Six knockoff that came out as part of the SWAT series. It started as an adventure game, then became like Rainbow Six, but SWAT 4 is great because you get to have escapism by playing an imaginary police force that faces repercussions for their actions.
Nice. But Rainbow Six I like because I just like the whole room raiding element, and SWAT 4 for the same reason. Yeah.
There was a tactical element to the gameplay. It was tense. In this, there's no tension because your allies are indestructible, and you're not allowed to do things until the game tells you to.
This is like a guided tour. This game is just a guided tour, but with explosions and racism.
Until now. We're off on our own now.
You say that, but Connor just said we're going to scout ahead. Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah, they've left
Let's
you.
bring our guns to the church.
I kind of want to play the first SWAT game now that Sandals points out it was all FMV. I don't even know how that would work.
It was an FMV adventure game, I believe.
Cool. Are we going to church now? Are we going to see Jesus?
Yeah, we're
hang out
gonna
with Jesus.
use the power of Jesus.
We're gonna go and be like, Jesus, can you get rid of all of these North Koreans, please?
There are too
Can you
many
do that
knocks
for me?
around. They're distracting me from all of my MRA activities.
Jesus, you were white, weren't you? Can you help get rid of all the dark foreigners?
They're not even dark foreigners, they're just vaguely Asian. They're from a different part of the world, and I don't agree with that.
Exactly. Unlike Jesus, who was a born and bred Christian American man.
Yeah, Jesus was a Christian. He believed that he was the Son of God. He was not a Jewish man.
Exactly.
Like he was in the Bible, the Christian text.
I was gonna say something really stupid.
What's that?
I was gonna say he wasn't Jewish, he didn't believe in Jesus, but that's not a thing.
That's the dumbest thing you've said.
That's not a person that exists. Oh dear.
Come
I
on.
think the game's cultural ignorance at the very least has rubbed off on me.
It's making you dumber, it's absorbing your intelligence. My powers. Oh my god, that man has been crushed by a rock after I shot him in the head, and he has fallen through the floor.
Such is fate.
Geometry, it's a kind of physics programming. Kind of.
Oh, that is sure. Oh, that hurts to look at. Jesus. I just caught up with that one.
Oh, we got a sniper rifle at the top of the church, now we've got a sniping segment.
Oh boy.
We got a sniping segment. Are you ready for the fun? I don't know what's exploding right now.
Possible.
What? Ooh, explosive barrels. That looks like fun. Yeah! Oh, mission failure.
Oh, come on.
You're not allowed to shoot until the game tells you to. Like
Stop
this
stopping us
sniping
having
section
fun.
like this looks like so much fun, doesn't it? You're in a clock tower and you're just looking down and you're just taking out as many targets as you can. There's explosive barrels. Come on, explosive barrels, and they're standing right next to them in a cluster, ready to do a dance with joy when they get launched into space.
This is cruel and unusual.
Connor, sit
That's
down.
all I can describe this segment as. The fact that we can't just go hog wild. We have to wait for Connor Senpai, once again, to make that deliberate decision for us and tell us when to shoot. How are we even hearing him right now? Are we wearing an earpiece?
Walkie-talkie, yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'll let you have that game.
Well, we're not allowed to shoot this guy yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now we are.
I just assumed because he was such a dominating presence that Connor was omnipotent and omniscient and could hear you and talk to you anywhere.
Are you still getting... Yeah, you are still getting stream. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. If you shoot outside of scope, you don't get a penalty. Are you kidding?
You found a fun sheet.
I found a loot hole. If you're not zoomed in and shoot, then it doesn't... Oh my...
Doesn't count.
A little farther.
There you
Wow,
go,
this
just
game.
line up your
Wow.
shot, zoom out, and then just do the shot.
Does that work?
You can try. I guess you try it.
No.
Oh, okay. If only though.
One headed toward you.
Oh, hello. One's headed towards you. Oh, the horror. Oh, the shock of it.
The things that are happening. Look at him go. Look at him not connect with the environment. Look at him float above.
Jacobs, put him down.
Connor, can I? He's coming towards me, Connor. Can I shoot him? Can I? Don't
I'm
think he
supposed
saw
to
me.
shoot this guy to protect Connor. What happens if I don't? What happens
Connor
if I want
dies.
Connor to die?
Let it happen. Make it happen.
Come on, give me something.
Make it so. Fuck Connor.
Or Connor just... That's it!
Connor, sit tight. There's a truck coming.
Oh no.
boy.
I shot someone while not zoomed in. I 360 no-scoped him without
Nice.
360 and it game overed me for doing some sweet montage tricks.
Oh, you can still lose for that then. Pop him. There we go. Oh god. Just wait for Connor to make his decisions.
Oh, I'm targeting that guy. Oh, not allowed anymore. Now I have to...
Target, Jacobs. There's one right next to
Now I have to watch this guy climb up a ladder and stand there and not do anything. He's 60 meters away.
I am actually yawning over this. Like, oh my god, this is dull.
I like that at least if you look outside the environment, you can see how little they paid attention to detail.
What's out there?
Let's get rid of that
Oh,
guy
just-
and
Okay, you're clear. Go.
nothing.
Cool.
It's just like bumps on the map and a building that they probably got for royalty free,
One headed toward you.
or they brought the asset for. Because it's so
Beautiful.
low resolution. It's not even got a resolution. It's like a grey box. Oh, I did it! Hooray! I got to see a bullet hole in his neck where the bullet came out.
Wait until he gets back to his truck, then shoot him.
Worth it. Oh god, that was like pulling teeth. Can we move on now? Oh, there's more.
There's one more. We have to wait for him to get next to his car before I'm allowed for the game. I'm
Oh my
gonna shoot
God.
this man in the penis.
Please do. Get him right in that Johnson.
Shot that man in the fucking ear.
Everyone to the truck.
And now he's getting in the truck. Well, now he's getting in the truck. Excuse me. I thought we were sneaking. I thought we were
No.
sneaking up to get the helicopter.
No, we're gonna just
No, now we're
drive
going
in.
loud.
Fuck him up.
Now fuck it. That was all for nothing. We stealthed for nothing. Great. Now we get to shoot the barrels. Yippee. Yaroo.
Thank you, video game, for letting us have fun.
Calabunga. Now the fun can be had at a reasonable price.
Fun is possible.
Oh no, a rocket. Oh no, I am on fires. What would Jesus do? Jump.
What would Jesus do? Or what would Connor do?
Jump out of the building and then land on scaffolding that we didn't know was there.
Wee.
Yippee, honest. Yippee. Oh, and now we're just meant to run. Now we're just meant to go there.
Let's do that then, I guess.
Sniping is fun.
This game is draining my soul from my body.
Oh, that guy just spawned in out of nowhere and shot me while I was zoomed in and couldn't see him. Oh good, I get to jump out the building again. Are you ready for the action and excitement of that?
At least it didn't make you redo the shooting part again, because I would have bailed. That would have been it for me.
It was nice enough to respawn the explosive barrels for us.
Oh, thank God.
So we do get to have a little bit of fun of watching a ragdoll fly through the air.
We'll take what we can get at this point.
And now all the guys we snuck past are running in on us. Maybe we should have killed them when we had the chance.
Would've, should've, could've. But you know, can't ignore the will of Connor. I'm annoyed that they're using the word rendezvous right now, because that word seems too classy for a game like this.
Vaguely French military term.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it does
not
have
even-
French origins, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
They like their R's followed by an E, followed by a V.
So it's actually got a Z in the middle, a silent Z. Otherwise the word would be rendezvous.
Oh, I missed my swing. There we go. What's in here? Nothing.
You have too many high hopes for this game, thinking that they would fill the areas with things.
You think that's environment you're breathing? I'm sorry, I went around a corner hoping that there'd be like an Easter egg.
You run to your next set piece and you will like it.
All right, Fly Boy, this is why you're here. Everyone in.
This is why I'm here. I'm not allowed to get in the helicopter yet.
Oh God, why?
Wow, that ragdoll went high. Now... Yes.
That's good enough for a pre-flight check. Get us there.
Now we may steal a helicopter.
Now we get to fly the helicopter.
Yay! Fun! Finally!
Fly away to the edge of the map. Quickly, before the game tries to render a cutscene. If you saw there, you could see through the environment.
Cells of Utah and Nevada.
Oh, good God.
We and Tanker